Hi, Disburg kids. My name is Snowball, and I love to read. Today I'm going to read you my favorite story because it's about a cat who thinks he's a chihuahua. That's right, we're going to read Skippy John Jones. Yay!
Disburg kids, I'm sorry, but we can't have Snowball read Skippy John Jones. Because, well, Snowball can't read. But lucky for you, Disburg kids, I found someone who can. That's right. Today's episode of the Uncle Charlie Show is going to guest star Cousin Matthew. Ah! All right, Cousin Matthew. Here you go. You get to read Skippy John Jones. Ah! Skippy John Jones was nuts about Mars. Because it was the red planet. I love red. That's what I said, and I musty put some rusty in my big boy bed.
Musty and some rusty.
So off he went to the kitchen where Mama and the girls were starting supper. Where making tuna poodle casserole, crooned his sister Jilly Boo Jones. Tuna noodle casserole, corrected Mama. A poodle is a dog, and we don't eat dogs. Skippy John thinks he's a dog, said Jezebel. Yeah, agreed Juju B. But he thinks he thinks he's a chihuahua because his ears are too big for his head, added Jezebel. That's enough.
Does that make Matthew a chihuahua? No.
Matthew's not a chihuahua. Because his ears are too big for his head, added Jezebel. That's enough, scolded Mama. Pinkie Pie's ears are just fine, but Pinkie Pie was oblivious to their chatter. Matthew's ears are just fine, too. Maybe we should start calling him
Pinkie Pie. All right, Pinkie Pie, continue with the story.
May I please borrow your bottle of red spice, Mama? He asked politely. Yes, you may, replied Mama. Pleased with her boy's manners, but you better not be thinking of doing any sprinkling. Uh-oh, said Skippy, blinking. Or tasting, pasting, or wasting. If you know what is good for you, she added. Skippy John Jones always knew what was good for him. And he was bouncing and pouncing and rocketing in the rusty red dust. Oh, I'm Skippy John Jones. I'm a big race to the first dog to bounce in space. Then a bit of spice tickled his nose. Ah, ka-chewy, the kitty boy sneezed. All right, Disburg kids, I need you guys to try to bounce into space. And then, ha-chew! Bless you.
Keep reading, Pinkie Pie.
Holy hot tamales, exclaimed Skippy John Jones as he shot past his reflection. What's up with that doggo in the mirror? Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, You are not a Siamese cat, dude. You are a weekend red chihuahua. And quicker than you could say jumping jacks on Jupiter, the kitty boy found his mask and cape and mirror, a marble, and his sock monkey. Quicker than you could say what? Jumping jacks on Jupiter! All right, Disburg kids, say it with me. Jumping jacks on Jupiter! Wait, one more time, Disburg kids. This time say it really, really loud. Jumping jacks on Jupiter!
All right, Pinkie Pie. Sorry, keep reading.
He stuffed these and a few other things in his spacesuit while he sang in a muy soft voice. My name is Skippy Fiesto. I think there are Martian Puristos Some say the green creatures share all my features. I hope it's not just a ethos. Back in the kitchen, the girls were being a big help to Mama June Bug Jones. I love noodles, declared Julie Bug. Noodles are silly, said Jezebel. That's because they are nude, said Jujubee. They're not nude, said Julie Boo giggled. They're naked, and she tossed one up to the ceiling where it stuck. But Skippy John Jones wasn't stuck at all. He was suited up and ready for liftoff. The astronautito took one small step into his closet for chihuahuas, and one giant leap into the universe for Los Chimichangas. He was well into his orbit when a comet covered in crazies cruised by. Who goes there? Hollered Skipito. Martians, came the answer. Martian who? Martian to your closet and get us some Fritos, dude, said the voice. Pocutos Tito, explained Skipito. Is that you, amigo? Si, it is all of us, Los Chimichangos, said Porcuto Tito, the smallest of the small ones. We are going to build a chili polvo pipeline from Mars to Earth, Papito. Not the chili powder pipeline, declared Skippy John Jones. Exclamante, howled the doggies. Pourquoi? Asked Skipito. Because, amigo, began Don Diego. The biggest of the small ones, the chili powder on Mars, is muy caliente, and it will keep us very warm at Inverno. Then off they zoomed.
Muy caliente! Ooh, that's hot.
The cuckoo comment and the kitty boy made it to Mars with a soft landing. Ooh, sighed Don Diego, that felt marvelous. Then he turned to glance at Skipito. No offense, Poco Coco, but why is your spacesuit La Nieve? Asked Don Diego. It's not a snowsuit, declared Skipito. It's a spacesuit. Dude, you don't need a spacesuit up here, said Porquito Tito. You need a spacesuit. Mars is covered in chili powder, Chico.
I guess that makes it a spice suit! Ha ha ha!
This made the Piergos go loco in the Rojo singing. Chili roo, chili ree, chili rito. It's a wag of a tail, Skipito, for there's nothing as nice as a rollin' hot spice in the light of the Martian moonitos. But a roll in the Rojo should have been a no-no, because quicker than you could say monkeys made meatballs, Skipito rolled and rolled and rolled in the opposite direction from the pipeline porticos. Phew, said Skippy, panting. You boys are right. The spice is hot. The astronautito was so colored under the collar that he just had to take off his spacesuit.
Faster than you can say, monkeys making meatballs! Uh-oh, Disparate Kids. Say it! Monkeys making meatballs! Monkeys making meatballs! Monkeys making meatballs! You're doing great, Matthew! Thank you!
Muchachos, he called out. There was no answer. Uh-oh, Skippy said to himself. I'm lost in space, but the astronautito did not panic. He grabbed his binoculars and climbed up onto a rocco, and that's when he saw it. Holy green gorillas.
Holy green gorillas! Oh my goodness!
Dude, your ears are too big for your head. Your ears are too big for your head. Your head is too big for your body. Your head is too big for your body. You are not a Martian. You are not a Martian. No, I'm not a Martian, dude, said Skipito. I am a Chihuahua, and just like you. To prove his point, Skipito ran to his spacesuit and pulled out a little Rojo mirror he packed. "Look," said Skipito, holding it so both their faces showed. "We are twins." The Martian was so mesmerized that he could not take his Ojo off it. Skipito was so excited that he could not stop hopping and flapping his arms. Then all of a sudden he remembered he was lost. "Hey, come on, Uno Ojo," called the kitty boy. "We've got to find mis amigos." But Uno Ojo was nada. He simply sat and stared at the image in the mirror. "Okie dokito," said Skipito. "I'll go, but you have to keep your eye on my stuff, especially my sock monkey." Then he took off faster than a tiddly wink of a tornado. He did not have to go far, in less time than it takes to tickle a termite. Skipito found a cucurucho and cooped inside the crater. "Dude," shouted Skipito. "Dude," whispered Don Diego. "Are you just in tempo? What time is what?" Skipito asked. "Hombres de la Marte," said Cuito Tito with a shiverito. "Not the men from Mars," declared Skipito.
All right, Disburg kids. Now it's time to say, dude. And then say, hombre. All right, say, dude. Hombre.
Because the critter's crater was about to have a cinco crazy creature for company. "Holy hooplia heads," hollered Skipito. "Here they come." Before the Skipito could think what to do, the Nervito visitors pulled out of their space buggy bearing all Skipito's stuff. 2 were green and mossy, while the 3rd was green and bossy, and the 4th was green and funky.
Oh my goodness. Holy hoopleheads. All right, Disburg kids, can you say, holy hoopleheads? Nope, one more time. Holy hoopleheads.
"Monkey," yelled. "That's my sock monkey." "Ditto," declared Skippy's one-eyed Martian twin emerging from the green group before him. Without saying another palabra, Skipito picked up his sock monkey's paw and pulled. First, Skipito yanked it this way.
And then what happened, Matthew?
Skipito and his sock monkey hurled head first back to Earth and out through his closet door. "Kaboom!" he hollered, breaking the sound barrier and maybe his head. "Skippy John Jones!" exclaimed Mama, rushing into the room. "What on earth are you doing in here?" The kitty boy stood up and shook off his clothes of red spice. "Oh, that's terrific, Major Tom," said Mama. Then she arrived at the straightened kitty boy's ears. "You must have been starving." "I didn't do anything on Earth, Mama," replied Skippy John Jones. "I did everything on Mars." Later that night, the kitty boy looked up at the starry sky. "Mars," he muttered, beginning to bounce. "Oh, I'm Skippy John Jones, and I like red jammies, 'cause they're made from the wool of the green Martian lammies." "Stop bouncing, Pinkie Pie," scolded Mama. "I'm not pink, I'm red," said Skippy. "It's over, Red Rover," said Mama. "Just go to sleep," and that's exactly what he did.
Awesome job, Pinkie Pie. I mean, Matthew. Thank you. All right, Disburg kids. That's it for me. You've been great.